Samantha Phillips asks, if the ban on drugs did not work with taking them off the street, how do you think a ban on guns is going to be different?
Well, Samantha, there is no ban on guns. No one's banning the gun. No one's taking my shotguns. I have 2 shotguns at home. They're in a cabinet. They're locked. There's ammunition there as well. No one's going to come and take my gun. No one's going to take anyone's gun. We're talking about a background check. And the analogy to if there was a ban on drugs, how can there be a ban on, how would any regulation of the type of weapon available out there, why would that make sense? Are you suggesting we just legalize all drugs? Is that what you're suggesting? That would go real well in Parents Magazine. Let's talk about everybody being able to, no matter what your age, go out and be able to purchase cocaine. What do you think about that idea? Look, these comparisons are not appropriate, quite frankly. But secondly, the idea you should have no law unless the law you have prevents all violations of that law. That is not the way society works.
Kate Ernest has the next question. She asks, do you believe that banning certain weapons and high-capacity magazines will mean that law-abiding citizens will then become more of a target to criminals, as we will have no way to sufficiently protect ourselves? That was a sentiment that came up again and again.
Is this Parents Magazine?
It is.
I have Parents Magazine in my home. I've never heard anybody in Parents Magazine ask these kinds of questions, but I'm delighted to answer them. First of all, the idea that, repeat the last part of the question, please.
So she's asking if a ban goes into effect on certain kinds of weapons and high-capacity magazines.
And what's her name?
Kate.
Kate, if you want to protect yourself, get a double-barrel shotgun, have the shells, a 12-gauge shotgun, and I promise you, as I told my wife, we live in an area that's wooded and somewhat secluded. I said, Jill, if there's ever a problem, just walk out on the balcony here or walk out, put that double-barrel shotgun and fire 2 blasts outside the house. I promise you, who's ever coming in is not going to, you don't need an AR-15. It's harder to aim, it's harder to use, and in fact, you don't need 30 rounds to protect yourself. Buy a shotgun. Buy a shotgun.